Welcome to Lamplight Crochet. My name is Laura. Today I will be showing you how to do this baby doll blanket and baby doll hat that matches. It's made from a medium worsted weight yarn. The border is made from medium worsted weight yarn as well. So that's all you have to do is choose a medium worsted weight yarn of any color of your choice in order to make this project. It's a beginner friendly project because the stitch that I did this blanket out of is called the seed stitch. It's an alternating combination stitch of single crochet, double crochet throughout the entire blanket. That's all you do is single crochet, double crochet. So it's very easy. And then the border is just a single crochet around the outside. And the baby doll hat is made from double crochet and then a little border that I made to put around the edge of it. This doll hat will fit various doll head sizes. I made it that way so it would go on a number of different doll head sizes. Now in order to do this, you need an H hook, which is a 5mm hook, and you also need an I hook. We do the blanket completely with the H hook, and then the little baby doll hat is made from the I hook. You will also need a yarn needle, a sharp pair of scissors, and remember that this is a baby doll project, not for a human baby. This blanket will be made from the seed stitch, which requires an odd number of chain to begin with, and I will instruct you to begin with 63 chain in this project, and that will be the length. So in order to get a whole view, I'll just hold this up for you. I think it's really cute. This blanket can be used to cover the baby doll like this, and then the child can place the hat on the baby doll. Stay tuned and I'll show you how to do this blanket. It's beginner friendly and it'll work up really quick. We'll see you soon. Okay, in order to begin our baby doll blanket, the seed stitch, which is a combination of a single crochet and a double crochet, calls for an odd number of chains to begin with. So I have chained 63. That is going to allow me to make a blanket around 15 or 16 inches if I choose to add a border or not. So if you want to go ahead and chain 63, then we will be ready to begin. So go ahead and pause the video and chain your 63, and then you can meet back up with me here. All right, the very first stitch that we do is a single crochet. And as you can see, the first chain to the left of the hook is the one that the yarn is pulling through. We need to do our first single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So it would be the second chain, the one next to that one. So we're going to insert our hook in the second chain, wrap around, pull through. We have two pieces on the hook, wrap around, pull through. That is our first single crochet. The next stitch will be a double crochet. So we want to wrap the yarn around the hook before we place the hook into the next chain, and then wrap again and pull through. We have three pieces on the hook, wrap around, pull through two, wrap around, pull through two. Now that is all that this blanket requires, is a single crochet and then a double crochet, just alternating over and over again. You will always begin each row on a single crochet, and you will always end each row on a double crochet with a chain one. So let's go ahead and do a few of these, and later on I will meet you back up at the end. We have one single crochet next, and one double crochet, one single crochet, one double crochet. All right, so just continue across the chain, 63 chain like this until the very end. I'll meet you up at the end for our very last single crochet and double crochet, and I will demonstrate how to turn the piece. We'll see you there. All right, I've worked across the first row of our single and double crochet alternating, and now I have come down to the last two chain stitches So I need to do a single crochet and end on a double crochet. So I will do that just now, single crochet, and the last stitch will be a double crochet. Now we're at the very end. Make sure that you don't leave off that last stitch. Very important in order to keep the blanket straight. And a lot of people complain about not being able to keep their project straight. Well, that's why they don't usually put their stitch on the very end. Okay, we're going to chain one. We're going to turn it from right to left. And now we're ready for the new row. And we're going to begin every single row with a single crochet and end every single row with a double. So the place that you put your single crochet is very important. We want to go down in the very first stitch available to us. So you want to place your hook in the very first one, single crochet, and then the next one you're going to place a double crochet. So we're going to alternate across this row just the same way. And it's very good to note that you will always be placing a single crochet inside of a double crochet from the previous row. And you will always be placing a double crochet inside of a single crochet, I should say in the top of the single crochet stitch from the previous row. So our next stitch is a single crochet and it's going down into the top of a double crochet. The next stitch will be a double crochet and it's going into the top of a single from the previous row. So we just continue along like that. And the blanket that I have planned out here is 15 by 15, having done 63 chain to begin with. And so this is just a little baby doll blanket to play with. And if you want to go longer, you can, or if you wanted to have your blanket wider, you can, but you need to do an odd number of chains in the very beginning to plan your own size of your own blanket. And so I am going to continue on until I have the rows that I need to go to 15 inches square. I have 15 across and then I'll be 15 inches high. And so I will meet you back at that point when we're ready to finish the blanket. We'll see you there. Okay, I finished the baby doll blanket and now we are ready to begin the trim. So I have attached my trim color. I chose a dark purple, one of the colors that's embedded in the blanket here. And I have drawn up a loop in the stitch before the corner. That's the way I'm going to start my border. And every time that we come to a corner, we want to do 2 single crochet because we are making a turn and we need extra yarn there. So I've drawn it up in the one before the corner and now I'm going to make 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet. I'm going to turn. And now we are going to be looking into the top of the edge. Every time that you see a V shape that the yarn makes, I want you to go down into that area and make a stitch. That is going to represent a row. So we make a single crochet in the V stitch there. We look along the top and we see the next V stitch, make a single crochet there. The next V stitch, make a single crochet there. If you make them just wherever you want to, you'll have a tendency not to make an even row. Okay, so we see our next V shape. I'm going to make it there. And this row, we're going to work across and then all the way down the next row, the other row, the very last row, and we will come to the end. That's where I'll meet you back. But I just want to remind you that you do 2 single crochet in the corner of each corner of the blanket. And there's no really set amount of stitches here. We just want to do it evenly and try to get them into the top of every single V stitch along the edge. Okay, I've finished the single crochet border around the entire blanket. And that was a guide that I had given you about doing a single crochet in the top of every V stitch. If you found as you went along that it was cramping a little bit, then you can skip one here and there. It's just the fact that we're trying to get it evenly spaced as much as we can along the entire border. So We finished that, and I snipped the yarn and pulled it all the way through, and now we can weave in the ends, but I'm going to go on to show you how to make the little baby doll hat that matches it. So let's go ahead and start that project now. You're going to need to switch to an eye hook, which is a 5.5 millimeter. We're going to start out with a magic circle. So we want to wrap the yarn around the top 2 fingers, place the hook underneath the first one, grab the second one, pull it through, and then grab it right there, just like that, and then do a chain stitch. All right, we're all set up to make 10 double crochet inside the circle. So we want to wrap the yarn around the hook, pull the yarn up through it, through the circle there, wrap, pull through 2, wrap, pull through 2 more. That's 1. All right, the second one, we're going to go down inside, pull that yarn up, wrap, pull through 2, wrap, pull through 2. Let's do that one more time, and then I will meet you at the end of 10. Wrap the yarn around, put the hook down through, wrap again, pull up, wrap, pull through 2, and wrap, pull through 2, and we'll meet you after 10 double crochets. Okay, we've completed the 10 double crochet inside the magic ring. So now we're going to take the tail and pull that tight so there is no more hole down at the bottom. Then we want to join this in the very first double crochet stitch with a slip stitch. Okay, then we're going to chain up 1, and now we are ready to begin the next row. We're going to do 2 in each one around until we have 20. So we want to wrap around, place our hook in the first single crochet, pull the yarn through, wrap around, pull through 2, wrap around, pull through 2. 2 in every single double crochet around. We're expanding the width of the hat, so we want to have a total of 20 at the end of the row, and we'll see you at the end. Okay, we've completed 20 double crochet around that row, so we want to join with a slip stitch in the top of the first double crochet. So we do that now and chain 1. This next row we want to work down into where the chain 1 space is first. So beginning in the same space as chain 1, make 1 double crochet. And then we need to make 2 in the next one. 1, 2. The next one we make 1, and then the next one we make 2, and we continue that pattern around the entire hat on this row. So 1 next, and then 2, and we'll see you at the very end of this row. Okay, we finished the last round, and you should have completed it on 2 double crochet in the same space. So now we want to join into the top of the previous very first double crochet, and we're going to join with a slip stitch, just like that. Chain up 1, and now this pattern for this row is going to be 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet. So we're going to begin in the same chain 1 space that we're in and place 1 there, 1 double crochet, go to the next and place 1 double crochet, and then the next one will be 2, 1 and 2. And so just continue that pattern around this row, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. All right, we've just completed our round where we did 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochet. So it should have ended on 39 and 40, 2 double crochet in the very last stitch. So now we need to join as we've always done before with a slip stitch, chain up 1, and these next 2 rows, rows 6 and 7, are going to be 1 double crochet in every single double crochet around. So we want to start in the very first double crochet, which is number 1, and then on to the next one, We're not increasing the width of our hat anymore because it's at the point where we want it to be for the size of the baby doll head. So just continue to do 1 double crochet for this round and the next round, and I will meet you at the back end of round 7. Okay, so I've just completed 2 rounds, round 6 and 7, of 40 double crochet each. And as you can see, the hat is now at the point where we're ready to put the ruffle on the edge. So I joined into the very first double crochet, and we went to chain up 1, 2, 3 there. We're making the ruffle now around the edge of this. Beginning in the very same chain 3 space as we're in right now, we want to do 2 more double crochet. That first chain 3 counts as a double crochet. So after we've made a total of the chain 3 space and 2 double crochet, we want to skip a stitch and then slip stitch into the next one. So we're bringing it back down to make a ruffle. All right, then we'll go right into 3 double crochet in the next one. 1, 2, 3. We're going to skip the next stitch and do a slip stitch in the next one. Okay, so we just continue this pattern all the way around. Continue that pattern all the way around the edge, and I'll meet you back at the very beginning. Okay, we finished our little edging all the way around the baby doll hat. When you reach the very end, you'll find you have 1 more double crochet stitch. Just do a slip stitch in that. Then we want to slip stitch in the very base of that first chain 3. So slip stitch down below it. All right, we're bringing it together there. And we've finished that hat now so that it matches the blanket. Makes a cute little gift for a child to play with. So thanks for joining me, and remember that you can find more free crochet patterns on my Facebook page, and we'll see you next time around.